And I want to introduce Sales Manager Tom Owen here at Peninsula Cellars. Tom, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for coming, Melissa. We're excited to have you. There's a lot of excitement. It's harvest time on the Old Mission, and we're grateful that you're here this morning. Thank you.
One of the things that I really want to bring up is that this is a timely interview because school is in session, of course, and the whole atmosphere here at Peninsula Cellars is really the old schoolhouse type of feel. And the wines right here, the names, we have to talk about this. Homework, Detention, Old School White, Old School Red. I mean, it's perfect. Tell me about these wines.
Sure. It's a perfect thing to talk about the schoolhouse. We get a lot of questions, is this a church? And hopefully when you come into the tasting room, it's easy to see that it is a schoolhouse. Sure. So about 5 or 6 years ago, we came up with this line, and teachers have gone crazy for this line specifically. We have the homework wine, as you stated, and Detention, Old School White and Old School Red. Again, some of our best sellers. It shows our schoolhouse, and people love those wines.
And what's really special about Peninsula Cellars, the Kropa family is the one, or the family that's behind this winery, and they go back 6 generations here on Old Mission Peninsula. There's a lot of history involved with this.
Yeah, that's correct. Dave and Joan Kropa started the business. They planted the grapes in 1991. And their son John is still a big part of the business. He's the GM and winemaker, so it's obviously a family business. And we're real proud to be here on Old Mission and keeping up the Kropa tradition and making good wines, and it's great to be out here.
And where we're standing right now, Tom, this was actually a schoolhouse back in the late 1800s to 1955.
That's correct. We rich history here. There's pictures up all over the taste room that kind of shows the history. But 1896 to 1955, and if these walls could talk, I'm sure there'd be some crazy stories here. That's right.
And I also want to talk about, right now it's harvest season, and one of the best harvest times that I know wineries have seen in years. And we have some grapes here, which right now, very sweet grapes.
They are. Actually, what's interesting here is we have a Gewürztraminer grape and a Pinot Blanc grape. And we, funny enough, make these dry, but they are sweet. If you try one...
Can I try one?
Absolutely. Please
okay, I've been waiting for this. I've actually... So this is the Gewürztraminer one, or grape? And then this...
Pinot Blanc.
Pinot Blanc.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try a Pinot Blanc grape. Oh, wow. Very, very sweet. And then Gewürztraminer?
Yep, Gewürztraminer, and we will make that into a dry wine by the magic of our winemaker.
Now I get it. I get why everyone's saying these are so sweet. This has been a great year. These are delicious.
That's true.
And really, too, Tom, we're going to come up in a little bit to talk more about the specific types of wine, and I'd like to show us, or have you show us, how to do some wine tasting here at Peninsula Cellars.
It would be my pleasure. Yeah, that would be easy to do. We always feel that people sometimes are uncomfortable coming in, but we're real friendly here, and we can show your viewer audience how to taste wine.
Excellent. Well, of course, stay with us. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. We are live this morning on Old Mission Peninsula at Peninsula Cellars, sending it back to you in the studio. For now, I'm Melissa Smith, 7 and 4 News.
And the time now 6:34 as we continue our summer wine tour here on 7 and 4 News. Today and fall officially gets underway this weekend, Melissa, but you're still enjoying the summer side of life.
I have to say that's just me, but you know what? A nice transition into the fall is wine tasting, and that's why we've continued this wine tour for the whole month of September. And this morning we're on Old Mission Peninsula at Peninsula Cellars, and joining me is sales manager here at the winery, Tom Owen. Tom, we're going to talk about some wine tasting now and how you guys do things here at Peninsula Cellars. So tell me what we have here.
Absolutely, Melissa. For the viewers at home, it's a really easy process, so I thought I'd kind of explain it. You get to get a glass. Here at Peninsula Cellars, you get 4 tastings for free, and I picked my favorite wine here at the winery,
nice.
The Dry Riesling. And it's really easy. We have some place where you can put your wine if you didn't like it, which never happens here. Crackers, and they're actually a sweet cracker. We get a lot of questions if these are grandma's mints, but they are crackers, and then you have water to kind of refresh yourself, and you have the crackers between tastings. And the menu is really easy to navigate. It goes dry to sweet. I'll pour a little bit of dry Riesling in here, and that's the taste that we pour. What's great about this dry Riesling is I think a lot of people think Rieslings are only sweet. I love this wine because it's actually dry. And swirl that around and then smell it, and you should smell some nice tropical fruit, some peaches, some pear, and the nose is important to taste because that's what your tongue will taste. It's a great taste.
Nice
and again,
and
it's
smooth.
a dry Riesling. The area is known for Rieslings, but I'm real proud of our dry Riesling here at Peninsula Cellars.
And I can taste that tropical taste that you said.
Absolutely.
And I also want to move over here for a second, Tom, and actually show where the grapes are grown for Peninsula Cellars. I love this explanation here.
Yeah, we source all our grapes from the Old Mission. The owners, the Kropas, grow probably about 50-60% of all the grapes. You can see that in our Hawkeye vineyard and the Kropa vineyard. We have Pinot Blanc and some of the Rieslings. We also source our grapes from other farmers. The Manigold vineyard and the Lagan vineyard do really well for us. Our Cabernet Franc and Gewürztraminers come from both of those, but it's a great representation of where the grapes come from Peninsula Cellars, which is a key to our winery. It's only grapes from the Old Mission Peninsula.
It's nice to see. We always see the finished product, so it's nice to see where everything comes from.
Exactly, and that's key, I think, to the wine business, is to show people, from harvest to the winery and to the bottle, what they're getting is a local product.
And I also want to mention, Tom, too, in November, pretty big event coming up involving some mac and cheese.
You're not kidding. Hopefully the viewers are hungry. When I talk about this, it's on Old Mission Peninsula, November 24th, so it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. If maybe you're tired of hanging out with your family, it's a great opportunity to come here on the Old Mission Peninsula and taste gourmet mac and cheese. There's going to be 7 restaurants at each winery, and it's from 11 to 5, and it's a great event. You can get tickets by going to chateauchantel.com or find more information about it on our website, peninsulacellars.com, or wineriesofoldmissionpeninsula.com.
Wonderful. And of course, Tom Owen, the sales manager here at Peninsula Cellars. Tom, it's been a pleasure all morning long. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate everyone coming out to Peninsula Cellars. We're open 10 to 6 every day.
Excellent. And just like Tom mentioned, we're here at Peninsula Cellars in Old Mission Peninsula. Sending it back to you in the studio, I'm Melissa Smith, 7 and 4 News.